No, I have not.
See?
You've never catcalled a girl?
Are you recording?
Yes, I am recording.
You didn't even ask me the question.
Have you ever catcalled a girl?
No, I have not ever catcalled a girl.
No, I have not ever catcalled a girl.
I don't think I ever will. Nope.
Okay, have either one of you two ever been catcalled or street harassed?
Yes.
Yes.
How often does it happen?
Every day.
Definitely, like, probably every day or every other day. Yeah.
Do you think that those actions by anybody are acceptable?
No.
Why?
Because it's, what's the word? It's extremely rude.
It makes me feel really uncomfortable and, like, unsafe.
I mean, like, you're not supposed to talk to strangers, so when strangers just like yell at you, it just makes me feel better.
Usually I'll just be, like, walking down the street and, people will roll over their windows and yell things at me, like, hey baby, hey sweetie, like, nice legs, whatever.
Half or even more than half the time, it's not just one guy in a car, it's a pair of guys or a truck full of guys or a group of guys walking down the street. And maybe one of them will say something, maybe both or all of them will say something, but it's definitely not like suppressed by the other guys in the group. Nobody in the group ever says like, baby, don't say that.
Well, as a woman walking down the street, to be catcalled is to have all the attention of everyone around brought to you.
And put entirely on your body and what you
Yeah.
look like instead of
And
who you are.
it's not consensual. You didn't ask for that to happen. You didn't give permission for that.
And there's a right way to pay a compliment as well, because
And that's not it.
I know of a lot of friends of mine who are girls who walk down the street and sometimes have like an old person walk by and be like, you look beautiful today. And that's like a nice thing to hear. Like people would like hearing that. And it's nice and it's polite.
But it's not flattering.
It's not flattering or anything, and I just feel like I'm not really sure about, like, legal reform because I don't know, any law is going to be enforced by, like, a corrupt police system, so I just feel like it will target, you know, like, yeah.
I don't think it should be illegal. I don't think we need laws for
I
that
think
kind of
society should step up
I mean,
to
that's
the plate. But I mean, obviously that's.
I don't think that's the law's job. I mean, that's like something you'd put in like a high school as a ruling.
Well, yeah, there's already protection within high schools and within school settings and jobs, but like when you're on the streets, you know, women are kind of left to fend for themselves a lot. Should there be like specific legislation for the streets like, to protect women?
To an extent.
You should get that. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think I would just feel a lot safer if there's just like a more mutual understanding between like men and women on like that we cannot leave our house without feeling like harassed or like.
As unfortunate as that is, I don't think like it has a lot to do with sexuality or, you know, like a guy having like a crush on you. I think it's more about him like proving his masculinity or doing what he thinks like men are supposed to do, which the root of it all is like societal masculinity. That's how I see street harassment.
I mean, I wouldn't oppose such a law necessarily, but I think it just goes down a bad road because it's so like specific. I mean, what would you call catcalling? Like, how would you draw the line if the police just saw someone say something to a woman and she's offended? There's like there's a lot of ways to abuse a law like that because it's very gray area. And while it's like a good intention, but I don't think
it's kind of like an honor code based law because it's extremely hard to like report that kind of situation or prove that it ever occurred. So, making it enforceable by law would definitely cause some issues.
And then like what would be punishment? Would be like a fine or like a...
You know, I've been hit on by cops before. Like, I'm not kidding. I wish I was, but it's just like, would they even do their part to enforce that law? I hope that they would. I hope that, you know...
I've been in a situation where it's happened and I've told someone that it was extremely inappropriate. Pretty sure they took it hard. I think maybe men and their friends need to step up to the plate.
Yeah, I agree
Because
with that for sure.
it's definitely like, I don't know, it's definitely mainly a male-oriented
Right
problem.
now, yeah.
I want to assign it to an age group, but everybody can. I hope it's getting better.
I mean, he's definitely not receiving any sort of like sexual validation because I don't think I've ever like
I've never
given a
been-
guy my number or like, like, yeah, hey, come over here, let's hang out later. So he must be doing it based on some sort of like subconscious male drive, driven, you know, perhaps by his friends or like the society that he grew up in.
I think it's just working towards people treating each other well, rather than putting in a law to hope something will stop. Because it's not going to, with a law.
Educate like people from day one, like that we do live in a society that treats women differently from men, and that you can do your part to like make sure that women feel safe on the street, because like every, like not to sound cliche or anything, but every man like knows a woman like his mother, his sister, or whatever. So it's like, if you would not want your mother to be treated that way, why would you treat
Your daughter, your sister,
or your daughter,
your
your sister,
girlfriend.
whatever, your girlfriend that way? Like, why would you treat another woman that way?